How are you? Asked by the airplane. I am doing wonderfully. You guys are the freaking bestest on the planet, so I love you sexually. Start this night right.
I am also doing fantastic. Just an update. One of the things that we really wanted to have while we were in England is mead, and we have some homemade mead that was brought to us. Cheers! We're very excited about it, and my feelings on it are that it's spicy. He is not drinking mead.
Sorry, Dave, I didn't know you'd be here. I am also
really pleased to be here. Hello, everybody.
Hey!
Thanks for accepting me. Nobody knew that I was coming, so I'm like a proper late guest.
Oh, it's perfect. We are happy to have you.
You got swag-tastic.
Well, this is my last night, so I thought
Just dress up.
Are you going to the rave-tastic fun time balls and big?
If there is one, if that's the thing.
There's a rave.
Oh,
I don't know
it
if it's
is.
called that.
A rave.
Too many people in now.
Oh yeah. Is that my heat?
Stop moving backwards out
This
of
is
the
getting
room.
really warm really quick in here.
Oh, I bet.
She was right to worry about fire.
No one likes
We have another question.
It's a truss set up here. Yeah.
Yes, you with the camera.
Sorry. It's just a suggestion.
Sorry, Dave.
I've already asked that.
Make a hole.
Okay.
What would you explain your channel as?
No, please.
Oh, I would tell them not to watch it, but they do. I tell them not to waste their time. They probably wouldn't like it. And that's what I do. No, it's really hard to explain a Let's Play channel. People don't understand that. Even I don't understand it. So what is this? What is it? Yes, it is.
Look, now we both got cider. Cheers!
Women. Yeah, we are super full. So, all right, yeah, you, lady.
How would I explain my channel to somebody? At least you do entirely Let's Plays, though. For me, I have to be like, well, I have 2 channels. One of them I do game news. The other one I talk about my day while I drink coffee. How does that not sound super boring? I don't know how I would explain it.
Oh no, it is super boring.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd just say that I am a super geeky person who makes videos on the internet. And that's it. You already answered this. Do you want to answer it for everybody who doesn't know your answer?
My channel's a Let's Play channel as well, so.
Yeah.
It's weird to describe it to people. Especially when you look. I did the advertising.
If you are a guy and you're out trying to get laid and a woman's like, what do you do? And you say, I play video games, they walk away. So you have to make up creative things like, I am a... No, you don't even say that. Sounds like you're just like a dancer. Yeah, no, you say stuff like, yeah, I work in the industry. If you're in LA, you say, I work in the industry. And people are like, oh, shit. Yeah, that's what you do that.
I'm not shaking my head because it's a lie. I'm shaking my head because it's sad that that's true.
Totally true.
No, even that, they're like, and that means what?
My new job is now a video producer.
That's a good one.
There we go, there we go.
Production designer.
Oh, that sounds
Sounds
awesome.
very nice.
Yeah.
That sounds super creepy. I feel like
New
of all
media.
of the options.
New media
yeah.
producer.
Oh, I totally need to rewrite my CV.
CV.
My business cards are all going in the bin now. I need new ones. I also do hardware gaming product reviews as well. Ooh, I've only just recently started doing it. I forgot to say that in the interview. Sorry, dude. Sorry.
Product review specialist.
Loving it. My business card is junk now.
You wasted your money.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Next question. Boom, front
I'll
row.
let you choose.
How did you get your part of DGS? Like, what happened?
I've already said mine. We'll go down the list. I'll do it again. Whatever.
Well, for me, I did a video with Youngscast. So Yog Olympics, Yog Golf, that's what I'm mostly known for. Lewis, of course, who's awesome. He put in a good word for me, so that's how I got into TGS, and I fell in love with it straight away. So, yeah, that's my story.
I have been with TGS since the beginning. I had started a channel, and one of my friends, Husky Starcraft, who was going to be part of TGS, came to me and said, hey, they're looking for people to possibly be part of this network that they're starting, and if you're interested, you should apply. And I was like, I did. And then I was part of TGS. It was fairly simple.
I was pretty much 1 month after that, I think, on the timeline. Yeah, TV joined and then was like, hey, we're looking for other morons to follow us. And I was like, I'll do it! And I've been with them 3 years in July. So, yeah, it's been a long time. It doesn't feel like it, though, because I'm doing something insane for a living. And if I had to say, if you look at all of us, the craziest thing is just like in pretty much everything else in life, it's not necessarily how good you are, because I'm not very. It's about who you know. And the people you know get you places. And I owe TV a big round of butt sex. Because he has helped me a lot. So, and I think that, you just said Husky, and you said the Honest Cast. It's about who, and that's one of the things that when you see people who are really, like, I want to be in this and this and this, it's all about helping each other out and doing things together. That's why a lot of people are like, game station people, all their fans are fans of each other. They don't, yeah, that's because we do stuff together. And that's what it's about, I think. So.
Oh, sorry.
Elaborate a little while.
Please do, because I'm not very good at it.
I'm totally down with like helping the channels, Really, it's the only way you're going to succeed is by collaborating and things like that. So I've created a thing recently called Chaosville. It's a Minecraft-related thing. But I've got 17 channels on one server, so we all just do mass collaboration. It's awesome. It's loads of fun as well. You just shoot the shit, basically. Totally. It's brilliant.
What was I going to say? Oh, I was just going to say that it's not only necessarily who you know. Just to elaborate on it, I wanted to say that that doesn't mean that you don't have. No, I just wanted to say that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have to work hard, because it has to do with if you know someone and they see that you are dedicated.
That's what it is.
If they see that you're really dedicated and you love it, and that you have a good community with you, that means a lot, because then they say, I feel like, you can be going places. I feel like you're somebody that I want to put my name behind. And especially with YouTube right now, I think for a lot of people, I don't want to support just anybody. I want to make sure that the people that I'm associated with are awesome, So, you gotta work hard, but knowing people and reaching out to people is important too.
That explain it? All right. Right there, go for it.
If you could have any video game character fall madly in love with you, who would you pick?
Oh, my future ex-wife, Jerry Han, and we are in love. She would beat the shit out of me every night.
I don't know,
Yeah. My new virtual girlfriend is totally Elizabeth from Bioshock.
She's such a cutie.
Oh my god.
She is the most.
If she was real, I'm so sad right now.
If she was real, I'm so sad right now. It was a giant logical leap there. If she was real, then realization like,
oh yeah.
I don't know. It's a hard question. There's so many cool characters. Like, I feel like young me would have been like, Link is super dreamy. I totally wish that Link loved me. But
I assume you mean like 8-bit.
Oh, absolutely. The one with like purple hair. It's like super awkward.
Just thrusting motion. After dark, people.
Welcome. Yeah, I don't think that I have.
Oh,
That's
shut
for
up, you
that.
have to.
Don't.
Heavy from TF2.
Heavy is quite the man. Quite the manly man, yes. I'll go with that. Heavy from TF2. Boom. Cop out, exactly.
Yes.
I started watching, I think, Jesse TV about a year ago, and then we watched Dodge after that, and we watched a lot of Dave and a lot of the Oxford guys, watched a lot of your YouTube videos. We actually don't watch much TV anymore.
Good.
I think part of that is there's like actual interactivity and some sort of pseudo interactivity where obviously you all engage on Twitter a lot and in comments, but also I feel sometimes there's like a pseudo interactivity in your videos where you're kind of interacting with us even when we're watching. A lot of that, for instance, is like yelling at Jesse and Far Cry because you missed something or something. I just wondered if you like intentionally try and put that sort of fake interactivity into the TV show to kind of engage the viewers, or did it just happen naturally?
I hope it isn't fake. I hope what I'm doing is real, because I put a lot of effort into it. I think I've mentioned this at least once before. In one episode of Dead Space, I restarted my recording like 158 times. Because like the very first time, I started with a joke, and it was really funny, but like 20 seconds later, I screwed up something, and I was like, they're gonna just eat me alive for this one. So I went back and I was like, I can redo this joke, it'll be easy. 158 attempts later, I was like, I got it. Screw it, we're just moving on. No one seemed to notice, and so I'm okay with it. I would say all three of us put in a ton of work to make sure that even if it seems like it's not real, that it exists.
I didn't really mean like you're faking it, as in more like, does it come naturally, or is it something you consciously think about?
Oh, consciously. You can definitely tell the difference between someone who is doing a Let's Play that is like, mining some stuff right now, and someone who is actively trying to be entertaining. And the biggest difference is that the people who are actively trying to be entertaining are the ones who will miss stuff. Because it's really hard to constantly be thinking up jokes and funny things to say or things to do while playing a game. Because if I'm sitting downstairs like on my 360 or whatever, or PS3 playing like Ni no Kuni, for example, I am sitting there silently just enjoying the shit out of that game and doing everything there is. I'm not missing a thing in it. If I was sitting there, you have to consider your audience, what they're willing to stand. Because I know that for as much as I love to find loot, there are going to be people who are running around like freaking out that I am going back and finding stuff. So you have to find that balance between being a giant loot whore and continuing the progress before people just revolt against you and like, F it, I'm done with this guy. It's a pain in the ass. You have a lot to consider.
Yes, that is true. No, I think that that's very true because I personally, if I'm watching somebody and there are really long bits of silence, I start to space out when I'm watching them. So when I'm making a video, I like to make sure that I'm constantly talking, that I'm even just talking through what's going on in my head. If I'm playing a Sherlock game and there's a puzzle that I cannot figure out, rather than just sit there and seethe, because that's what I'm doing on the inside, I try to talk it out, because then there's something for the viewer to engage with and to be like, okay, so that's what she's thinking. Even if they're thinking, so that's what she's thinking, it's wrong, but she's thinking that, at least I know what's going on in her head. And yeah, that's, I mean, yeah.
Totally, I agree, you know, you don't fake it, it just comes and flows, doesn't it? And
You have to let it.
yeah,
Like just keep your mouth moving.
just keep going.
The entire time.
And just go on a tangent if you really have to.
That's like the biggest tip is just if you're out there and saying like, I really want to do this, just don't stop talking. The minute you press record, don't stop talking, because you're right, any silence kills a video.
Who
And
knows?
even if you're like even that's kind of like. You can always say something. Always something you can say.
He's confused. I can tell from his tones.
Right?
Yeah, and like interacting with comments as well. I try my best to read comments, and I'll go back. It's easy for me because I do a lot of Minecraft stuff, so I can always go back in the next episode and like, all right, some dude said do it this way, and we can get like different suggestions, different solutions, and it's like, right, I'm gonna do that in this video, and then they love that. Like, fans are like, oh my god, he took up my suggestion, that was awesome.
Oh, I totally appreciate that interactivity.
Yeah.
Like the ability
I
to.
think that's the deal with
To play a game and be able to look at the comments and be like, oh gosh, and then utilize what's been suggested.
Yes. I have on many occasions read stuff and lit shit that I missed something.
Oh yeah.
And if I recorded ahead, I'm just like, well, I can't go back. But I always go back to check. Like I think in BioShock Infinite, someone in like my very first or second video was like, you missed this recording, and this one place is like, oh shit, I missed nothing. I went back, I was like, ah! So mad I did. But it helps me because I'm a giant lore nerd, but it didn't help the video because it was already out. And stuff like that, I really do appreciate it. It's nice to have that, like, fans who, even though I'm sure they're like, what a fucking moron. Actually, I'm like, you know what? All right, sure, I missed that, but now I know it exists.
Yeah.
Then I know I hated this. I don't want to do that, so I usually don't recommend games.
I normally I wind up recommending TV shows, and I tell them, here's how many episodes you have to watch before you can tell me that you hate it. Because sometimes people will watch half of the first episode of something and then being like, no, it wasn't my speed. And I'm like, no, you have to watch 3. If you don't love it after 3, then it's okay. Then we can still be friends. Give up in the middle of 1, never forgive you. I'm trying to think of a specific scenario though.
I personally, for myself, I do the thing with myself. Someone recommended me the show Revolution.
Oh, I hate that show.
And I absolutely hated everything about it. And then 4 episodes in, I was suddenly like, all right, I'll give it a chance. And then like 6 episodes in, I was like, fuck me. It's like Lost all over again. I was like, flip the table. All right, I'm in. I don't care how bad you are, I'm in.
I watched 2 episodes of that, and I was that main girl.
It's not that great. The main girl drives me crazy.
That main girl
but
hurts. I don't know how many of you have seen this show, but
by like episode 6, they're like, everyone could die. There's crazy shit that happened in the past and things in the background, and there's a smoke monster or some shit now. It's like, what is happening?
Of course.
I'm in. Of course, I'm in.
I've yet to have this problem really. I've not suggested something.
You always suggest winners. Always.
I've not really suggested.
Good man. Good man.
No, I mean,
don't do it.
Don't take the risk. But one of my best mates, this is not really related to games, but he usually hates everything I like. So if I suggest like, you've got to watch Star Wars, he's like, no, fuck that dude. I'm like, dude, it's Star Wars. What's wrong with you? And like, I'm a bit of a Trekkie fan. Anybody a Trekkie fan here? Yeah. So I love like all the Trek movies. I think they're all they belong to Brosnan. Totally. And he's just, he won't even give it the light of day. He's never seen one, and he's just like, nope.
It depends on what his first experience was. Like if it's
Star Wars.
I was saying, but like Star Trek, he had to have at least seen one and been like, this is not for me.
He just won't entertain.
Chances are we're probably Voyager, because that shit was awful.
What? You were crazy. Voyager was great.
Watch it regardless. Watch it regardless.
Or Enterprise, that was garbage too.
Enterprise is bad. I think if you wait too long to watch the original series,
The Next
then
Generation,
that can throw you off too.
I remember watching The Next Generation with like my mom. Back in the day, that was so good.
You know what? This is weird. It always reminds me of curry. Because this is all from when I was...
food?
Curry, the food. Because
Okay.
when I lived at home with my parents, my dad used to always have Wednesdays off. So my dad would cook, and he'd always have Star Trek on TV. So whenever somebody mentions that particular series, I always have, I fancy curry.
Curry sounds
It's just
delicious right now.
Yeah, I've actually been having issues recently with convincing my friends about the new Tomb Raider because they're like,
It's good.
You know what? The issue is we all played it at Eurogame last year. So Eurogame. It's got to be done.
Where is that?
It's in London.
Okay.
I think we mentioned it earlier.
Where's Eurogamer? Atlanta, Georgia.
Well, we played Tomb Raider at Eurogamer last year, and we only got to play like the first 5-10 minutes, and there's a lot of like cutscenes. You know, you don't really play the game, but it really gets going after that. And nobody's like, I'm not playing it because it's just cutscenes all the way. You just sit there, press F, press E, and that is it. Like, no, dude, I'm like 60% of the way in. It's awesome.
It's like you finally have that like female Nathan Drake character. It
got to give these things a chance, haven't you?
Yeah, it's kind of wonderful. So
Yeah.